Hi guys, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about trusting the process. I'm not going to do a trade recap today, it's purely just another psychological video. I'll do a trade recap on this trade right here, but I'll upload it tomorrow. Whenever you go through losing streaks, which are bound to happen in trading, you'll feel like wanting to give up, and especially when it's something like you not trusting yourself, or you not having enough confidence, or you just closing the trade when you're not supposed to, or taking a trade that you're not supposed to, and you do all these things that you know you're not supposed to do. It just makes you really frustrated because you feel like logically you know what's right, but you do the wrong thing. This video will help you out with that. You have to understand that in trading, there's a lot of habits that you've been building up for years and years and years on end. How do you expect yourself to just get rid of those habits within like a few months or within a few weeks? You have to be very conscious and you have to be very focused because it's a subconscious behavior that you've got. So you have to be very conscious in order to stop that behavior. And obviously you're not going to be able to have that mental capacity to be conscious all the time. So sometimes your subconscious will take over and you just fall back into the bad habits. So learning to recognize those times and just be understanding to yourself and just say like, you're not dumb, like you know what you're supposed to do. It's a process and it will take time. The second point that I wanted to talk about is just you don't know how far you've gone, and you don't know that how much you can do. There was this quote: people underestimate how much they can do in 10 years, but they overestimate how much they can do in one, or something like that. But it's basically, you underestimate how much you can change over a very long period of time, but you think you can change a lot, and you overestimate how much you can change within a short period of time. So a quick story about me is just like years ago, like whenever I thought about the future, I always just thought there's no way I'm making it out. Like there's no way I'm going to continue living like this. And if you tell me like 5 years ago that I would be where I am right now, which I'm not making a lot of money, like I wouldn't say I'm extremely successful yet, or I wouldn't say I'm exactly where I want to be yet, because I've set new goals for myself. But if you tell me that I'm fine now mentally, and I'm happy now, and that I have found something that I want to do in my life, I've found something that I want to pursue, and there's so many things that keep me going every day, I would not believe you. Like, if you tell me that 5 years ago, I would just genuinely not believe you, because I could just not see that vision. And that's okay. You don't have to be able to see that you have a better future in order for you to believe that there'll be a better future for yourself. Like, you just have to believe it, even if you can't see it, because it's very hard for you to imagine what that process will be like, because it will just happen gradually, and change will just happen gradually, but it will add up. The third point that I want to talk about is just not doubting yourself. It's going to take a lot of time, and during those times when you are unsure, you might start to doubt yourself, and you might start to just sit there and think if this is really for you and if you're really capable. But I think if that's the only questions that you have, you should just keep going, because doubting yourself is just a waste of time. If you think about it, doubting and comparing yourself is just a complete waste of time. You can spend that time just improving yourself and working on those doubts. If you just do what you want to do, what you say you would do every single day, your doubts would lessen. So instead of sitting there thinking about your doubts, just work on it. And I know this might sound very straightforward. It really is that simple. Like, it's not easy, but it's really that simple, and there's not much ways around it. You just have to do it. As long as you keep doing what you're supposed to do, and you keep doing what you promised yourself that you would do, then the doubt will go away eventually. Sometimes you just have to let the doubt be there and just keep working on yourself until the doubt goes away. There's not much point just sitting there thinking about it and entertaining that thought. Doubt only comes when you say that you want to do stuff but you don't do it, so then you think about whether you can actually do it. Or it comes when you see your friends are doing well but you're not doing well, or something like that. There's no point in looking at other people, and there's no point in judging yourself like that, in that way. There's that news candle right now, so that's probably why we've been consolidating this whole time. But anyways, number 4 is just great things take time. And even this whole mindset of thinking that eventually things will get better, eventually you'll get there, that mindset itself takes time. So at the initial stages, you just have to go through that uncomfortable phase where your thoughts might not align with what you're doing. You just kind of have to push through. Like, you won't feel very positive, and you might not even believe in whatever I'm saying right now, but you just have to like do it, and you just have to push through until you start believing in yourself. Like, sometimes you just have to do things without feeling confident, because confidence comes from doing, but doing also comes from confidence. It's like an endless loop. You do better when you're confident, but at the same time, you become more confident when you do well. In order to start that cycle, you just have to do, and then you get confident, and then your confidence will allow you to keep doing, and that will just keep going in like a positive spiral. Start that positive spiral somehow by pushing yourself to take some form of action. Otherwise, you're just gonna end up in a negative spiral instead, because the opposite of that is just you not doing anything and then you feeling unconfident, and then that lack of confidence just causes you to not be able to do anything, and then you just keep feeling unconfident, because that's a negative spiral. I feel like even after I get profitable, there'll still be times when I doubt myself. So this video is also like serves as a reminder for myself to just keep trusting the process and to just keep going despite not being able to see it. You don't have to be able to see exactly the way out. You just have to know and just understand that there is a way out. And at the start, it will obviously be hard, but that's fine. Like, don't expect it to be easy, and don't expect it to just make sense at first. You just have to keep doing it until it makes sense. So I hope this video has helped you guys. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.